Happy Easter, everybody. I'm going to be showing y'all how I made my Easter mac and cheese. It actually turned out really well. Some of the cheeses that I used was mozzarella, sharp cheddar, Monterey Jack, Gruyere, and yeah, and I went ahead and shredded them. I definitely suggest to shred them yourself because if you want the cheese to really melt well, you have to shred it yourself. And for the water, you want to go ahead and salt it up because that pasta needs to be seasoned. If you don't add enough salt in the water, you'll definitely notice it in the taste. It won't be as seasoned, so definitely salt it up. So once you finish grating all the cheese, you want to go ahead and just mix it up. And you want to do this so all the cheeses can kind of disperse so that you're getting like an equal amount of flavor. So now in the pan, you want to go ahead and melt some butter and equal amounts of butter and equal amounts of flour. So you can do 3 tablespoons butter, 3 tablespoons of flour. Just make sure it's 1 and 1. So you want to go ahead and mix that up. And make sure the heat isn't too high because it's very easy to burn the roux. But what this is doing is it's going to thicken the sauce. So you want it to cook out the flour and then add in your evaporated milk little by little, of course. And as you add in, you just keep on whisking. And then you want to also add in some heavy cream. So heavy cream is very optional. You don't have to do heavy cream. You could just do evaporated milk or just regular milk or half and half. But heavy cream adds another layer of creaminess to it. So now you want to go ahead and crack some black pepper, add in a little bit of salt as well. This is going to help with the seasoning. You can add other seasonings too, like smoked paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, but I just prefer to keep it simple because the cheeses, that's all that matters, is getting the taste of the cheese. So once you mix in the cheese with the pasta, you want to go ahead and pour half of it in a pan because we're going to add some of our remainder cheese in the middle. And the reason why I do this is because I like to get that little cheese pool whenever I get my spoonful of mac. I like to get that cheese pool, so I like to always add some cheese in the middle, but again, that's optional. And then you go ahead and add the rest of the mac and cheese on top. Go ahead and spread it out, you know what I'm saying? Then you want to add more of that cheese on top. And the reason why we add cheese on top, again, this is also optional. Like I said, mac and cheese, it's your own thing, but you want to get it browned in the oven. So once you get it out the oven, this is how it looks. And I'm not going to lie, y'all, I already got a bite of it. This junk was hidden. It was really good. So this is how it looks. And if you want to see some of these products that I used in the video, it's in the description down below. And yeah, thank y'all for watching.